Hello, welcome to Closet Coaching. I just had this memory of something I used to do, and I wanted to share it in case anyone else does it, so it could normalize it. So I used to have a real problem with saying no to plans, not so much because I felt bad, for the other person, but I just felt like it was something I should be doing. Like, I really felt guilty about being an introvert, I think, and I was like, well, when I get invited to places, I need to go because that's what social people do. And especially, and then I would fill up my, it didn't matter how busy I was. I would do these things. I would say yes to these things, all of them, without ever factoring in my actual capacity. And I would do this also with exercise, where I would I need to exercise, and I would plot it in. And then what I would do is binge before the event, or before it was the exercise or whatever. And it was my way of getting my actual need met without doing it myself. So I couldn't consciously say no because it made me feel too guilty. But instead, it's somewhere my body knew, and my mind, I think, that I didn't want to, or that's not what I was up for. And the binge would happen, and the binge would become so big that I would ultimately have to say to myself, you can't go now, because now we're too full, we're too sick, we don't feel good, or we're too ashamed. And that would be my way out. But I couldn't consciously get there. It was this binge had to happen and do it for me. And I think that sometimes binges act like this. They become the voice that we can't, we're too busy shoulding ourselves that we can't get to our need. And so the binge is well, fine, I'll do it. And then it does. And then we get mad. But ultimately it's well, maybe we being in touch with what we needed in the first place would have maybe been a better idea. Not that it's that easy, and it's not. But just as food for thought in terms of maybe your binges are acting on your own behalf in a way that you haven't been able to do consciously. So anyway, see you Monday.